comments on agenda items.
Can I talk about the appointments?
Yeah, it's on the agenda.
One time I did ask what you think, how do you think people that is put on boards should be? What is your opinion? Will you appoint people on Fayette County Housing, Health Center? What do you expect out of them? That's what I want to know. Mrs. Zimmerman, you want to tell me? You can afterwards.
What do I, as a commissioner, expect
Yes.
when I make a motion
Yes.
to put someone on the board?
Yes.
Sometimes in a second and it's through, or what are you asking?
No. What do you expect out of that person?
I'd expect the duly appointed board member to understand the goal and the mission of that particular authority or board, and to carry out what that goal and mission is, and to speak on behalf of the county, on behalf of the citizens street, and on behalf of the county commissioners, to think independently, to do their homework before they go to a meeting, so that they, and that if they don't get the information, there are some board members who don't get the information, they need to do everything they can to get the information, and to be fully knowledgeable about the item that they are being prepared to vote on. And to make sure that they attend as many meetings, and sometimes you can't attend some, but to attend as many meetings as you possibly can.
And you also hope that they do the right job, right?
Well, definitely, they need to.
Not jobs behind the scenes and whatever.
Right.
I want to tell you, I'm on the Fayette County Housing Board, which I'm very proud of that board. The reason I wanted on that board was because it is the whole community you're looking at. You're looking at housing for people that don't have. How can you justify a person getting a position? The month before that, anybody was interviewed, I made a statement by the paper that I already knew who was going to be hired. So I said, why do you even put these people through interviews? Because you already know who you're getting. Was that in the paper? Because our chairman looked at the newspaper person and said, don't put that in the paper. Okay? The following meeting, to a point, we were going to interview, I did not go. Because I already knew who was going to get it. It didn't matter that 14 people put in for the interview. All right?
We're not talking about putting on the board.
Interview for the executive
Interview.
director.
Okay, I just want clarification.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
that's what I'm talking about. Then you get a bill that it was done in November before anybody even knew or was interviewed. Are these the kind of people that you're appointing to the boards?
Yes.
Yes. You know, I'm not the best person in the world, but at least I try to be honest. Guess what? I haven't found too many honest people in this world on boards, because things are done behind the scenes.
Always.
And I'm tired of it. So when you pick appointments today, I hope to God that you pick good people that's going to sit on them boards and act intelligently. When you start a meeting at 9 o'clock and you say it's going to be at 9, you can verify it. I sit there till 25 after, or 9:30. And it's all a big joke. No professionalism at all. And you know what? And I know people want me off that board, and guess what? I'm going to be sitting there. And there is going to be a lot more coming out over this. I can tell you.
Keep it going.
It's the back door always.
They're having coffee and donuts while the public is sitting and Mrs. Bill's sitting in the coffee.
like that, because there was 14 people, I understand, to put in. You know, to be, well, you have the chairman and you have the secretary, giving points to whoever came in. Well, if you know in November who you're gonna hire, why would you even interview? Just put the person in, that's what I said at the meeting, and she did not even put it in the paper.
Did you interview all 14 people?
I did not interview anybody because it came down to 2.
Well, you're a board member, isn't that your responsibility?
That's my responsibility.
You just said
Interview.
why you
Why
didn't
would I
interview.
go and interview when I know who the person was that was getting it? Now you tell me, Mrs. Zimmerman.
Commissioner Ambrosini knew you didn't interview because he asked George Zaneski during the interview.
Well, I could care less. I have a
The point
sick
is,
granddaughter
Mrs. Miller,
who's
I
3
did
years
not know
old.
how many people she interviewed.
Hey,
You said.
first of all, how many did you interview for these boards? How many did you interview?
I interviewed for, I had.
Only who you
personal
wanted to.
assistant sit in.
Only who
She's
you
not
wanted
your
to.
personal assistant.
Or my
That's-
administrative
she act-
assistant.
yeah, You act like she's your personal assistant.
She's my administrative assistant.
Administrative assistant.
And so.
She
you know,
did sit
either-
in on a few for Commissioner
That's
a few for
disgusting.
Commissioner
It is
Ambrosini.
disgusting.
She did sit on a few for Commissioner Ambrosini, but she's not.
I'm-
Hold on, Mrs. Gill, because you asked the question and he did. But she doesn't vote, okay? She did what she was asked to do, and she asked some questions on his behalf, and she did a good job in doing that, okay?
Oh, I
And you can't, she was asked to do that. But the point is that your question was, who interviewed? 3 commissioners are doing the appointments today, okay? I interviewed all of them, all right? Commissioner Ambrosini had his assistant, the administrative county paid assistant, interview some. She sat in as I interviewed. He interviewed a few, and I can give you the number, and Commissioner Zabatowski did not interview any. But we will be making the appointments later on
Can you
today.
vote for somebody?
I reviewed their backgrounds, we know who they are, and I'll be honest with you, we were having some medical problems. And Carolina.
But I just want to say one thing. On the day of the interview, of the 2 that I knew who was getting it, my granddaughter had to go to Children's Hospital, 3 years old, for a seizure. That is why I wasn't there.
You said you had already pre-picked these.
Yeah, it was already
Yeah,
started.
it was already picked.
Okay, any other public comments on any of these?
I don't know, but we better hurry because the snow's coming.
Seeing none, we'll go to item number 5, Behavioral Health Administration. Consider approval of the following agreements and modifications as listed.
I'm not worried about recording all this.
Motion.
In fact, we probably gotta go. Antoine needs picked up.
Yeah, I know.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider approval to exercise the lease purchase option on a 2011 Ford Explorer leased through Ford Motor Credit Company for $18,231.60 for Fayette County Behavioral Health Administration to replace a vehicle that is being retired.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion carries. Consider approval to advertise for bids for the lease
Only
of
hope to
one
say
2014 Ford Escape or equivalent model for Fayette County Behavioral Health Administration to replace a vehicle that is nearing lease end. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider approval to advertise for bids for the lease or purchase of a new telephone system for Fayette County Behavioral Health Administration.
It's wet and cold and snowy. You get a ride with Bill right now. You can walk with me.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
We're all just going off.
Item 6, children and youth services.
She said she's fine walking. I want to walk.
13 purchase of service agreements between the county of Fayette.
I like the snow. I wanna walk.
Youth services, Fayette County Juvenile Probation, and CRC Health Group.
It's just Antoine needs to pick up, isn't it?
White Deer, doing business as, and for the following rates. All those in favor?
I don't know.
Consider
I don't
ratifying
know.
the fiscal year 2014 2012-2013 purchase of service agreement between the County of Fayette and Fayette County Children and Youth Services, Fayette County Juvenile Probation, and Western PA Child Care LLC, and is listed here.
Second.
Those in favor? Motion carries. Consider approval of the
That's
fiscal year
what I see.
2013-14 purchase of service agreement between the County of Fayette, the County Children and Youth Services, Fayette County Juvenile Probation, and CRC Healthcare Group, at rates listed.
Second.
Those in favor? Motion carries. Consider approval of a fiscal year 2013-14
Go ahead and stop
purchase
this.
of service agreements